The Sonya Massey murder has been the latest tragedy in your opinion. What could or should have happened differently that could have prevented her death?
Okay, so in California, because when I say California is because we all from San Diego all the way up to Sacramento, we all get trained exactly the same way. Our academies are all held and ran the exact same way. So I'm pretty confident that any police officer in California, and I'm sure other states would have handled it this way too. I'm only can speak confidently for my state
Right.
on how we get trained. Is in that situation, she called in a burglary. We would have checked the perimeter like they did. They did good with that. They checked the perimeter. They assured that nobody was there. That was being an intruder or anything like that. So we would have did the same thing as them in that situation. Now, what we would have did was we would have told her like, "Hey, we don't have any reason to believe there's an intruder here. We checked the outside. Would you like us to check the inside?" If she would have said yes, we'd have checked the inside, did a safety
Yeah.
sweep, and we would have left. But if she would have said no, I don't feel the need for you guys to check the inside. Okay, cool. We're gonna head out. That's how it would have happened from there. That's what all that would have happened in
Right.
California. Now let's take it a step further to being inside the house, right? Let's just say hypothetically we end up inside the house for whatever reason. Now what we would have did was we would have we what we should have done. I don't want to say we what we would have did. What we should have done in that situation is they had the counter as a barrier between her and them.
Right.
When you have the perception that someone is mentally unstable, you never can judge what they're going to do next. So with that being said, you want to if this in that situation, distance is your friend. You want to keep your distance, and when if the moment you perceive that boiling water to be a threat towards you, they should have went one person had lethal force having the gun out, which is okay. It's okay to have the gun out in that situation, but that should have been accompanied with a less than lethal force like a taser. I wouldn't say a beanbag because you're not walking into a beanbag and you're not bringing that into the house expecting to use it. You're not expecting it's going to turn into that. So the only thing you have in your belt that can be used in that moment would be a taser or I guess pepper spray. But let's
Right.
just say taser being the best option. So you should have had the gun out and the taser out. But once again, still keeping your distance. Then we should have got on the radio and be like, hey, let's get some more people here because this is turning into like a threatening situation.
Right.
And then you tell her like, hey, dude, put that boiling water down, or you're gonna get tased, right?
Right.
If she would have came around the corner, ran at them with the boiling water, then it is what it is. Like a shooting, that's what would have happened, and people just had to would have had to been okay with it, because at that point the officers would have did everything they could have did to prevent that from happening. But she brought the violence towards them, and there's nothing they could do.
Right.
But they should have gave it demands for her. Hey, step away from the pot, move to your right and stuff like that. But when she ducked behind the counter, the officer came closer. Reason being, I don't know his actual reason, but I would assume because he couldn't see. And then she popped up and made a motion as if she was going to throw the water. Not sure if it actually came out, but she made the motion as if she was attempting to throw it, and that's what led to the shooting. But I think the mistake was him coming close. His mistake was him talking. He shouldn't have said all that crazy shit to her, like I'm gonna shoot you in your fucking head. Like that wasn't cool. Him saying I'm gonna shoot you, it is what it is. Like I guess, but because that's not illegal. That's why I'm saying it is what it is. That's not illegal for them to say that. I've said that to people like, yo, do what I'm saying or you're gonna get shot. That's not okay. It's okay to say that. So in that situation, having a gun out wasn't really an issue like that. His language was the issue, and then the issue was that they came closer because him coming closer made him get closer to the threat of the water, which then made him shoot her. So in all, I feel like he created the circumstance to shoot her, whereas if he would have kept his distance, like how we probably would have did in California,
Right.
and like other officers probably would have did along the country, then that shooting would have never happened. So.